Now then, welcome to the video. Before we start, I'd like to say a big thank you to all you likers, watchers and subscribers. And if you've any comments or you've got out to say, just stick them in the comments box below or wherever YouTubers put it this week. I'll do my very best to get back to you. It's been a rum old couple of weeks. I've had my van pinched, my engine's still not working, I've got this massive cold, and the weather's been atrocious. I've even had to put my big boy pants on, it's been that cold. My knees don't like that. Any road, I'm very excited this week to introduce a brand new series on the Barely Floating channel. This was in no way cobbled together due to being locked down for 5 months and not being able to cruise. So what is this brand new series that Barely Floating is is introducing you to? Well, it's been years in the making, and we've just about dragged this out as long as we can. But yes, you've probably guessed it from the title of the video. Barely Floating presents Destroy It Yourself with me, your host, Saul. Can you keep the noise down in there, love? I can hear your eyes rolling from it. Indeed, for the next however long it takes before we can get some cruising footage, join me and the missus while we attempt some DIY. I can almost smell the excitement. Not you, Tango. That stinks. Yes, we've everything from emptying the bin to the dizzy heights of cleaning out the chimney. We're bungling our way through all the jobs that are necessary to keep Laura in tip-top condition. So what's in store today? Let's have a look at where we went and what we did. Here's a pointy screwdriver pencil, and here's a bird's eye view of Narrowboat Laura. Today we're going to be mostly working in this area at the galley sink. Yes, we'll be washing pots for the next 40 minutes. How exciting! But hark, I hear you say, that tap looks a bit drippy. Maybe we should get that sorted. And so, without further ado, we better hand over to this handsome young chap. Now then, we can't move today. Normally we move at the weekend, but we're locked down. We can't go anywhere, so we're just stuck up the road from where we were last week, and we're going to get on with some jobs on the boat. So I've got my bins, I've got my torch. Let's crack on. So what we've got today is we've got this tap leaking. Now normally what we'd do is we'd take off that next to the waffy hand, undo that, and the tap should come off. Undo those, that's the water supply. We take them off, that should lift off, and we just replace it. But unfortunately, it's as old as God's dog. It's all rusted up and it won't budge. So I'm going to have to take the sink out in a wannet and get it off that way. I've already undone the brackets. You can see that there. They're all the way around the underneath and they hold the sink down. I've already undone all of those. The sink's loose. I've just got to undo the water pipes now. The waste is already undone, and then that should lift out. Once I've done that, I'll be undoing that plastic thing and fitting a brand new tap. So set you up and crack on. It's as easy as that. So somehow we have to get this off without busting these, because we're going to try and reuse these.
Plan B. Plan C. Yeah. Okay, so So the pipes I have are actually welded in as part of the tap. So what I've got with my new tap is some flexi connectors. So we'll see if those fit, and if they don't, well, we're in a bit of trouble then, aren't we? Here's the ends of the flexi connectors. Those go into the body of the tap. And here is the other end, which hopefully will go in the pipes in there. They don't. Stop. That bit. Look. Quiet. Hey. Let's clean all the muck off around there. It's where the sink's been. Ew. Okay, so I've fitted the tap to the sink, and now what I'm going to do is put the two flexi hoses into there, making sure I get hot going to the hot, cold going to the cold, which I'll show you when we're actually in position. So there we have the new tap, spins, turns on and off. It's not going anywhere, that. It's got to do all the other bits now. As you can see inside here now, we're just going to reconnect the waste, which is just a simple screw in, which which is just a case of simply tightening that back up nice and tight. Now these are the two flexi pipes that I've fitted. There, that was the bowl for catching the water. Those are the fittings that were on. I've cut them off and I've put two compression fittings there. So left hand one is hot water, right hand cold water, and we'll fit them all. I've actually fitted one flexi with, for the hot water, with a full bore isolation valve, because that's all I had in the van, and the other one was just a straight connector. I didn't have another isolator. So we'll fit all that up and see whether she leaks. So that's them, nice and tight. So we'll switch the water pump back on and we'll check for leaks. That's a water pump there whirring in the background. It's just filling up dark, and those look quite dry. Now let's try. Okay, so let's try the tap. And there we have the tap. So that looks like the taps are working. The waste isn't leaking. So we'll just screw back down the sink, wash the pots. So there we are. It's all solidly in, ready to use. Cold water, hot water, done. So now that's all in, I best tidy up this mess.
And 6 months on, it's still working. A triumph of bodging. We do hope you enjoyed that little instructional video and hope that you can use the skills you've seen to fix the tap on Laura next time she breaks. Well, what's coming up next week? Are we fettling with an engine, or are we going for a scenic walk around a little village? Here's a sneaky peek. Oh, that's lovely. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and if you click that little bell icon, YouTube will mind you next time we release one. Well, that's about everything on my list. I reckon we'll call it a draw for this one. Till next time.